We are live. How's everybody doing this fine evening? My name is Alan Roberts. Mark got called into a meeting, so it's just going to be me for a little bit. I'm going to go over the stories of the day, and I wanted to just start it off with the first one, the title. I normally don't do that. We normally let it build in a little bit. But the Pentagon explained today why they need to lie to us. There has been, for the last couple weeks, unidentified flying objects flying around. And they pretended, our government pretended they had no idea what they were. Now, these things were flying over military bases and like Congress and shit like that. And they weren't shooting them down. So if you, for some reason, didn't think that the government knew what they were or that they were a part of the government, and for some reason, you're kind of a fucking idiot. Just going to point that out. Like, if you thought that the government was not like, if I were to build a little drone for myself to fly in and I flew over a military base, I can guarantee you this. I'd be lucky to still be in a hole somewhere, like in some sort of deep, dark prison, because they would probably just shoot me out of the fucking sky. So to me, this was all kind of a little ridiculous, just to be honest. That's why Mark and I didn't pay much attention to it on the evening rants, but reality kind of dictated that for prosperity's sake, we clearly knew that the U.S. government was at least involved or knew what the fuck it was. Otherwise, they would have shot it down. Well, here now we're finding out that we are having a meeting about this. And this brings up other things that I am very well interested in talking about. So here we go.
Just why does it have to be a classified briefing if these are just hobbyist drones? They're not military drones. Why is it a classified briefing on the Capitol?
I find it amazing that they're still sticking with these are hobbyist drones. There's a lot of them. Like who has that much money for this kind of hobby? Like it's this silliness that we have to deal with. I'm gonna walk through the rest of what they're saying, and then I'm gonna give my honest opinion.
I'd have to refer you to Congress on that.
I can't answer a direct question because why?
Again, sharing as much information as we can here. I don't have the briefing in front of me, so I can't tell you specifically, what aspects are classified or not. I can assure you, though, that again, we are sharing as much information as we can based on.
No, you're not.
On what we know.
So you are not sharing as much information as you can, as far as you know, because you know more than we know, and you work for fucking us. We need to get to the stage. We, the people, not the government, not America. We, the people of America, need to get to the stage where we remind our government that they shouldn't be able to keep secrets from us. The only thing that should be kept secret from us is troop movements in a time of declared war. We should be able to literally watch. We should be able to have like sound and video on every congressional office. They work for us. They are our representatives. Everything they do in that office represents us and we pay for. We should be able to check to see what they're saying. There should be no closed door meetings of fucking Congress. Zero. Think about the concept of this. Closed door meetings from our employees. What other fucking business, what other fucking entity would allow their employees to tell them, you guys don't get to hear this? Yeah, we know you're the boss, but you don't get to hear this. Fuck that. We need to change that shit very fucking quickly because that has led us here. They have these closed door meetings. Then they have the closed door omnibus bills and shit like that. Then they have the closed door continuing resolutions when we have to find out what happens afterwards. That should never fucking happen. Ever. We should know every word spoken as it happens in Congress every fucking time about every fucking thing. When we check out, when we make it so we don't know what's going on, then they do fuck shit. That's how Nancy Pelosi ends up worth $200 million motherfucking dollars. That's how fucking AOC went into Congress 5 years ago, broke, and is worth $29 million on a government fucking salary. How do these people have so much time to make millions of dollars when they should be running the fucking country? We need to get there faster, like much, much, much faster, people. This is one of the huge problems we have in our society. We allow our government, our employees, to treat us like they are in charge. They are not afraid of us. The government politicians should be fucking terrified of the people. They should be terrified of committing treason. They should be terrified of doing something unconstitutional. It shouldn't be this, well, it might be unconstitutional, but we're just going to let the Supreme Court work that out. If it is, fine. But that's not how that works. They should be terrified. Terrified. If they do something unconstitutional, they should lose office immediately. If they did that, we would just have freedom and shit. We'd have the right to say whatever we want because, very frankly, the Biden administration censored American citizens, used taxpayer dollars to pay social media entities. Anybody that signed off on the checks of those should be in a fucking deep, dark hole for fucking being a traitor to the American people. They paid social media entities to censor Americans. That should never fucking happen. I don't give a fuck if it's completely 1 billion% untrue. You're an American citizen. You have a right to fucking say it. It shouldn't be censored. Our social media is our ad hoc town hall. This is where we come to speak. People do not get together in person anymore. People join on social media to discuss shit. And when you censor people on social media, when the government pays for you to be censored on social media, that's tyranny. That is tyranny. Whoever signed off on it is a fucking traitor. We should have dealt with that shit the very second Elon Musk told us about it. The very second he let us know about it, we should have fucking taken care of that shit right the fuck away. But we didn't. So just like always, we let them get the fuck away with it. And then we're like, oh, that's horrible. And then we fucking walk the fuck on. We, the people, need to change this shit. And I know everybody's very, very happy about Trump coming in office. And frankly, so am I, because he's bringing the team that I want. And I think that any fucking senator that does not confirm every one of Trump's picks, whether I like them or not, I think that they should be fucking, they should be primaried out of fucking existence. Because this man has a mandate. Let's fucking get with it. He says he can fix shit. Let's give him the opportunity to fix shit. If he fucks it up, he can pay for that shit too. But let's stop with all this bullshit. We've got so much ridiculous shit going on. They will pass a bill in Congress right now that's like 600 pages long that they'll hand to them at the beginning of the motherfucking meeting. It is complete incompetence and neglect for any member of Congress to vote on anything that they have not read completely. This is like fucking grade school 101. You should at least do the fucking reading. If you don't have time to do the reading, don't fucking vote. If you want to pretend as a congressperson that you read a 600-page bill in like 2 fucking hours, please feel free to fucking start quoting that shit, Rain Man. But this is the problem. They've known about what this was for a while. They let the government, let speculation run motherfucking wild. People could have fucking hurt themselves over this shit. People are shooting at these fucking drones. And now we find out it might be like one of the rumors, because I don't know what to fucking believe, because they fucking lie. But one of the rumors is that they're missing radioactive material, because that ought to scare the fuck out of us. That's, you know, since they couldn't just do the whole Project Bluebeam and have aliens, have everybody think it's aliens, because that's why they didn't say what the fuck they were. The government literally let people panic. They literally let people panic knowing what it was. Also tyranny. Just saying. Also tyranny. It's like how they were trying to get you to panic over the vid. Tyranny. Because it's a cold. Fucking crazy shit. So let's go to a few more things on my Twitter feed today. And I still call it Twitter. Sorry, Elon, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But let's check this out here. I bookmarked a few things for us. Oh, this is a good one. This is pretty interesting. So give me one sec here. This just goes to show you how our world is right now. So what this says is, if you were curious why Igor Krylov was just assassinated. Watch this video. In August of 2023, Krylov outlined how the U.S. and Big Pharma rule the world by manufacturing biological crises, and he just got assassinated. He also discussed how all of this evidence has been submitted to the UN many times and gets vetoed every time by the U.S. because the U.S. cannot refute the documentation, which is wild. And essentially, Krylov found the paper trail proving the U.S. government, along with NGOs and oligarchs, created C-19 and used it to generate trillions in profit for pharmaceutical companies via vaccine production, as well as advancing government overreach via emergency powers. This is a reason this is the reason they just killed him. I totally believe that. Totally believe it. I believe it's in Russian, so we don't need to listen to it. We just listen to me say it. Oh, and this is an awesome thing today. I believe, I'm hopeful. I shouldn't say I know, but I'm very hopeful that it appears Justin Trudeau is about to be ousted or leave. So that's kind of amazing to me. By the way, boom, go follow us. Bam. Oh, I don't want to like my own thing. That's weird. Anyway, boom. Let's go. You just guys helped me do that. I appreciate it. Okay. I found this wild. There's still people talking about masks. Call me whatever you want. Only thing I know, the only time I've gotten COVID is because a family member didn't wear a mask while they were sick and came to visit. I'll take safe over popular any day of the week because apparently masks are making a comeback. You're not safe. You're not safe. You're just not. So, and I'm going to, by the way, I'm going to pop off YouTube because I have a feeling I'm going to get loose with the tongue and I don't want another strike on our fucking channel. Sorry. But I'm off YouTube. 3, 2, 1, off.